I made it. Righto everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see, we've got the T7 loaded up in the background there. I'm just pulled over on the side of the road, a little bit sort of just outside of Casino. So today is day one of a multi-day trip. I'm heading from the Gold Coast out to Walker. We're going to do a little bit of riding out around the Walker area, and then I'm going to head back the following day after that. So it should be about 3 days in total. And today probably going to be the biggest day. It's about 650 k's for me. So I left the coast nice and early. I've just fueled up at Casino, met a super nice guy called Neil that actually recognized me from the channel. So shout out to Neil, nice to meet you, mate, and thank you very much for the kind words. But from this point onwards, I'm going to head down through Carnum Road. That's why the trip's probably a little bit longer than it would normally take me, because normally I just sort of smash down through to Graft and go through Nimboida and Ebor and then Armidale and that to get to Walker. But today I want to ride through Carnum Road, go through the back of Campground because I really do enjoy that ride. Maybe sneak in a little swim there if it's not too crowded and I've got enough time. But tonight and tomorrow night we're going to be camping at Apsley Falls, and that's going to be our little base to just sort of go and do some riding and stuff like that. So I know I keep saying I'm actually meeting Dad there this evening. He's coming from Nambucca, about a 250k day for him. So, and then obviously we'll do some riding, and then the third and final day I'll head back to the Gold Coast my way, and then he'll head back home. But yeah, looking forward to this little getaway. I actually haven't had a moto camp on the T7. So it's going to be a bit of fun getting used to it being loaded up, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to do maps for you guys. So you've got like a GPX that you can download. You can have a look at the route. You can write it yourself, or you can steal all the little bits out of it that you like and make your own route. But yeah, I will do my best to get a map done for you guys. But so far I'm making good time, and I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm going to get back on the bike and start to head through to Carnum Road. So nice. And the dirt should be just up here. Over this bridge and around the corner for memory. Yeah. How good. Oh, what a magic view. I wish I was into bikes when I lived out this way. Would have been so much fun being able to come out and ride this pretty much in the backyard of Grafton. The mid-north coast and mid-coast is just, it really is blessed for beautiful places like this to be able to get out and ride your motorcycle. I wish we had more around the Gold Coast, to be honest. If this was like your every sort of weekend ride, like your local ride, you come out here and do a lap through bloody Carnum Road to Clarence Valley Way and then back to Grafton. I don't know that you'd ever get sick of it. It's a great ride, but it's also like super visually pleasing. Like the views are great, and at the moment it's incredibly green, which is nice to see. Blokes out for a ride, nearly at the bridge. Wonder what the water's gonna look like. Let's have a sticky beak. How nice. Such a good spot. For those of you that remember, when I was borrowing the Africa Twin from Baden, done a video, me and Phil camped right there. It was such a good little spot. Someone else obviously has the same idea. Awesome little spot. I tell you what, you notice the weight on the on the back when it comes out. It comes out a lot more aggressive, a lot faster, and you've got to be quite precise with the throttle, otherwise you get that sense that it'll just keep going, catch you off guard, see you later. I want to say we're coming up to one of my favourite parts, but to be honest, they're all my favourite. So I got thinking, after talking to Neil at the servo, he obviously must live in Kyogle or Casino or thereabouts, and I'm assuming if he watches the channel he's into adventure riding and potentially ridden this heaps and heaps of times. But how many of you guys, how many of the viewers have you ridden this road? And is it a bit of a backyard ride for you guys? Because I tell you what, I wish it was for me. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna shut my trap for a bit and let you guys enjoy the view. Alrighty, Hanging Rock Road. we might be pressing it for time to get in and have a swim. Everyone's packing their stuff up, going home after a weekend camping. Oh, that does look mighty good though. It's been a while since I've camped here. I think I'm due. Such a great spot. Probably should get it in before it gets too cold. What are we now in? Bloody autumn. Not that it's really ever gets that cold out the back of Grafton here, but well, I don't think it does anyway. But I like the cold. I've had a swim. I've had a massive swim. The problem is when I come through here, I always spend so much time in the water. It just blows out any timing or somewhat schedule that I have. But I've had something to eat and got my kit back on, so we'll get out of here. I think I'm going to adjust my plan a little bit. Instead of heading out that other way, which is where I was originally going to go, I was going to head up through, go to Grafton, grab some fuel, and then head up through bloody Ebor. I wanted to just go through that way on the way there and suss out the Ebor Falls. I always stop there every time I come through. I love that little rest area there and looking at the falls, but I'm not gonna go that way because honestly I think it's probably gonna take me like, I don't know, another hour maybe. And since I just rinsed so much time in the water, I'm gonna head up the Gibraltar Range and go to bloody Glen Innes, get some fuel, and then smash right through. I'll still end up coming through at Armadale. I'll just save a bit of time doing that, so we'll get on the horn and get to Glen Innes. I have never ridden up here. I've only driven or ridden down, and every time I come down and I'm just like, this would be so much fun coming up, and it really is. This is why I love having the T7, because I still love getting on the twisty stuff and having a bit of a rip just as much as the dirt. Yeah, I love chasing dirt and I love trying to get into whatever mischief I can, but damn, any riding's good riding. I love it.
After fueling up at Glen Innes, I then continued my journey towards Walker.
so we've just come into Uralla, and I'm not gonna go through the main way to Walker. There's a back way through Gostwick that I love riding. I've ridden out there quite a bit, especially over the last sort of 12 months. So we're gonna go and have a rip through there, and I'll show you that area. It's out past the old Gostwick church, but yeah, sun's slowly starting to come down, so I reckon we should have just enough time to get in and smash out some of these back roads and roll into camp. Run, sheepies!
Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there ain't T-R-Y. This, man, ain't that some, ain't that some, ain't that some, ain't that some. Ain't that some back home, buddies in the field, mud on the wheels, yeah, ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a two-lane road. Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there ain't T-R-Y. This, ain't that some back home? Ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado? Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We'll be doing this till the day we die. There's folks out there ain't T-R-Y. This, ain't that some, 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 ain't that some.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Walker. We got here. Now, all I've got to do is a quick tickle out to the campsite, and I can start set my stuff up in the daylight. How good. Oh, I made it. Alright. Got camp set up, but we've decided to go and get a pub feed because we've got about an hour and a half until they stop serving dinner, and I'm stinging for a actual meal, so I'm gonna run back into Walker and get some grub. That's nice and tight. Hey! Pump through this one.
Germans built a pretty good piece of gear.
Wow, they look so cool.